People, not AI, will make games, PlayStation boss says. So sticking with people. Good bet. Let's see if it pays off for him. I suspect there will be a dual demand for gaming, one for AI-driven innovative experience and another for handcrafted thoughtful content. Striking the right balance between leveraging AI, meaning they're going to use it, and preserving the human touch will be crucial. At no point did he say humans not AI will make games. People not AI will make games. He didn't say that in this article. This isn't in the article. He didn't say this quote. Okay, we're going to Google it. People not AI will make games. Everybody's just quoting this article where he doesn't say that. He's just saying they're going to use AI. PlayStation confirmed they're going to use AI, and they went with a headline that indicates they're not going to use AI. He said, we're going to use AI. PlayStation's boss says artificial intelligence has the potential to revolutionize gaming, but he believes it will never replace the human touch of games made by people. Yeah, because you need a human touch to do the prompt engineering and say, make video game ARPG, right? So maybe that's what they mean. Just kidding. Herman Hulst and his co-CEO Hidekai Nishino spoke to the BBC as Sony celebrates the 13th anniversary of the console being launched. The company has had a year marked by highs and lows, with the phenomenal success of its PlayStation 5 console and games offset by big job losses in a pattern repeated across the industry. And also that whole Concord thing where they destroyed a studio they bought for $200 million, but I guess that falls under big job losses, huh? Game developers have been hit by slowing demand after the pandemic, but some are also concerned about the impact of AI on jobs. Advances in the technology have the potential to allow many of the mundane parts of game development to become automated, but it has also caused deep unease that AI systems will also take over the creative process, with voice actors in the US striking over fears the tech could be used to replace them. Mr. Hulst acknowledged AI was changing gaming, but said there would always be a future for human developers. I suspect there will be a dual demand in gaming, one for AI-driven initiative experiences and another for handcrafted, thoughtful content, he told the BBC. Striking the right balance between leveraging AI and preserving the human touch will be crucial. Wait a minute. So what the headline says isn't what he said. People not AI will make games. No, he very clearly just said striking the balance is key. He said there will be a desire for handcrafted content and there will be a desire for AI generated content, and to strike the balance being crucial. He didn't say, that's not what he said. What? Am I going crazy? What I just read, the quote I just read from the website, is much different than what he actually said in the interview, right? To me, what he's saying is you're going to end up utilizing AI. And striking the balance is what's important. But the article, the way the BBC wrote the headline, I don't think it indicates what he actually said. Mr. Hulst acknowledged AI was changing gaming, but said there would always be a future for human developers. Yes. I'm going to have to keep reading. Maybe it's further in the article, by the way. I suspect there will be a dual demand in gaming, one for AI-driven, innovative experiences, and another for handcrafted, thoughtful content, he told the BBC. Striking the right balance between leveraging AI and preserving the human touch will be crucial. And then if we go to the headline is, people, not AI, will make games, PlayStation boss says. Well, he also said you need to strike a delicate balance. That's not quite what he said. I want to see, is that quote? People, not AI. No, that quote's not even in the article. I don't think that's an accurate reflection of what he actually said in the statement that we just read. Since taking over in June, the two bosses have faced a number of difficult moments. The much anticipated shooting game Concord, which I brought up earlier, with players who bought it being refunded and the studio closed. Certain aspects of Concord were exceptional, but others did not land with enough players. And as a result, we took the game offline, Mr. Hulst said at the time. We can achieve greater focus in our respective areas and then come together to develop the best experiences for the PlayStation community, said Mr. Nishino about the two-person leadership model, raising eyebrows. Then they talked about Astrobot a little bit. I cannot express how happy we are with the reception of Astrobot, Mr. Hulst said. Despite that success, there are a number of issues for Sony to wrestle with. Its handheld consoles haven't historically fared as well as its home offerings, and the CEOs wouldn't be drawn on whether there may be a new PlayStation Portable in the future. But Mr. Nishino said the way players play games is changing and pointed to its PlayStation handheld Portal, a cross between a controller and a screen, which he said has been a huge success. Recently, we just announced a beta program allowing cloud streaming directly to the handheld, he said. We're always exploring various options for how players can play games. The headline isn't accurate. The headline's not accurate to what actually was said in the interview. That's crazy. Like, this is the BBC. He doesn't say anything about AI. He talks about God of War. Is there a full interview somewhere? Okay, y'all, like, this isn't what he said. People, not AI, will make games, PlayStation boss said. But he doesn't say that in the article. He says we have to strike a balance. The balance he's talking about is that all content will be human prompted, the AI generated. Well, I mean, like, you might be correct, Nar, over on Twitch. Nar said that. But that's not what he said in the article. That isn't what he said. What I'm reading is what he said. What the article quotes him saying, I suspect there will be a dual demand for gaming. One for AI-driven innovative experience and another for handcrafted, thoughtful content, he told the BBC. Striking the right balance between leveraging AI and preserving the human touch will be crucial. He didn't say people will make games. No, and like, I feel like if I were to rewrite this headline, I would say PlayStation boss plans to implement AI. That's the headline I would have went with, because that's what he said. Striking the right balance is crucial would be the subhead, right? That's what he actually said, though. PlayStation boss plans to use AI. That's what he told them in the interview. Why would you not go with that for the headline? This is one of those examples where I'm just kind of like, yeah, that's not what he said, unless there's more to this quote that I'm not seeing. Anyway, so that was the last AI thing. I'm kind of shocked about that they would say that when that isn't what he said during your interview. He actually said, we're going to use AI. Like, if I'm paraphrasing, he said, we're going, like, am I crazy, chat? Am I crazy?
2 seconds earlier.
PlayStation's boss says artificial intelligence has the potential to revolutionize gaming, but he believes it will never replace the human touch of games made by people. And everyone's like, yay, PlayStation, they're not going to use AI. But he didn't say that. He said they're going to use it. They just need to strike the right balance. Anyone saying that still understands handcrafted human content is going to involve AI assistance going forward. That's exactly it, Nar. And PlayStation just confirmed that, yeah, we're going to do both. We're going to have handcrafted experiences, and we're going to figure out how to best leverage AI to make the best content possible. The reason I think I'm harping on it is because this headline isn't at all indicative of what he actually said. People, not AI, will make games. To me, he would have said that they're not using AI. This headline is like, they're not going to use AI. People are going to make these games. But the actual quote is that we're going to use it. Why in the world would you say run with a headline where they're not? I'm sorry. PlayStation CEO says they will use AI, but need to strike the right balance. PlayStation will use AI. Balance must be struck. Like, it's the same headline length. It's a better headline. It's more enticing. Why would you go with a headline that doesn't say what he said? Anyway, sorry, BBC. Sorry, who wrote this? Tom Gherkin. I don't know Tom Gherkin, but this headline's bad. You're assuming AI in the generative sense, replacing creativity. That's not the case. AI will support, process, and generate efficiencies. AI is a massive tool. I agree with that, Mark. AI is going to get utilized. And I totally agree with that. That's true. Like you're absolutely correct. The problem that I'm running into is the headline indicates they won't use AI. And that is not what he said. He said they will use AI, period. And the headline says they won't. AI won't replace the human touch. The headline indicates they're not going to use it. And he says they're absolutely going to use it. To be fair, they would be crazy not to. The thing that I'm really harping on is the fact that the headline's just completely incorrect. He literally said the opposite thing of the headline. But Mark Arnold in chat, everybody is right in chat. Yeah, the quote is CEO speak. The quote, he's being honest. If you can reduce years off dev time, you bet companies will start to use it. Companies are absolutely going to use AI. Everybody's going to use AI in some capacity. Clip it. Everyone's going to use AI. It's useful. If you don't learn how to use a new tool, you're going to get left in the dust. They're absolutely going to use it. So why would the BBC of all places indicate that they're not going to when he said they will? People, not AI, will make games. That's not what he said. He said, we're going to use AI responsibly. Like, that's a more accurate quote. Everybody ran with this. Oh, look, good guy PlayStation's not going to use AI. They absolutely are, because they're doomed if they don't. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to know when my content goes live. I greatly appreciate you watching. Thank you so much to the members for supporting. We got a new member on the stream today, and I do appreciate all of the members. Click that join button right down there if you would like to become a member of the channel. Thanks for watching. Check out my last video where I talked about something really interesting that you're not going to want to miss. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now, everybody.